We make choices without even thinking. We live each day to pass the time. We mistake thrills with happiness and live to wonder why it never lasts. We fail to realize that the hard thing really is the best thing for us. We mistake the gift of the lesson for dead-end signs. It's so easy to do because it's, wait for it, normal. Listen to me. What is normal is not necessarily what is correct for you. On that day, in that bed, I decided to give normal the bird, and I made a plan for more. Regret is something I don't have to resign myself to. This was a lesson, not a final destination. The lesson I learned that day changed the course of my life incrementally, and the work I've done in response to that event has changed the final destination by miles. What I see at the end of my life today is not what I saw on that day, and that I did on purpose. The years 2003, 2005, 2010, 2013, and 2018 were all years that I realized I had another gear in me. Those were the years I decided that settling for success in just a few areas wasn't good enough. These were the years I realized how many of us settle for just okay in our lives and call it good. This process of building a life you love will have many iterations. You'll find what kept you fulfilled at one time won't always be the case. We should constantly be learning from ourselves and listening to our intuition about what we pursue. At some points in my life, I understood what I was capable of, and I found I was living below my expectations for myself. I've kept the voice of my potential quiet and obedient. Following that 2018 experience in the hospital, I began demanding more from my life in a loud voice with all the certainty I had in me. I realized there was a pattern to my life, one that would lift me up to new heights, and as I get used to doing life up there, something new would be revealed to me, a new mountain to climb, a new goal to reach, a new desire I had never had before. Each of these experiences changed the way I think about my life and my death. What I've learned through all these changes in my life translates to more than just a book I can write that will help others wake up to their life too. It's a way of living that inspires anyone who comes into contact with me to want more too. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've witnessed what one life lived on fire can do for others. It is my deepest desire to do that for you through this book. I want to be the alarm that sounds so that you are fully awake and ready to walk into your next best day. I want to spark something in you so that your fire will spread in your life, marriage, family, community, workplace, and every interaction you have with others. But that process, it's not pretty. There's this idea that self-discovery and self-love is this perfect process that looks like a caterpillar turning into a beautiful butterfly. It more closely resembles a fire ravaging your house, with every object you think you can't lose inside, leaving a pile of ashes where you used to live. And this is where I lose most people, but not you, because you're a badass. In my experience, most of us are so afraid to lose that we don't think about what our lives could be like if we just let it go. What would open up to us if we let go of what we used to believe would bring us true happiness and fulfillment? What could we experience if we held everything we have with an open hand? What lessons could we learn through the grief of letting go of the old so that we could be open and ready for the new? Who would you become if you let your spirit lead you instead of your conditioning? What could you experience in this world if your past hurts, regrets, and wounds didn't show up in your life every day as roadblocks, but instead showed up as gifts? You know your potential. You know what's in you. You may not believe the voice of that potential, but it's in there. You've seen glimpses of your greatness. You know what you're capable of. I know because I talk to thousands of people just like you and me. We are so much more alike than we are different. We spend our time seeking short-term comforts over long-term fulfillment. It's not your fault. We've been conditioned to think and act like this. I'm writing this book for you because making the choice to live consciously is not ever going to get easier. In fact, it's going to get harder and harder because being entertained and distracted from what really matters is going to get easier and easier. Don't sign me up for a world where it's acceptable to live each day just to die on a random Tuesday and say, well, it was a good run, guys. No, I want us to live in a way where death has to work to do its business. I want death to chase us down the road. I want to die short of breath and full of heart. The booming sound of the alarm that you're feeling right now as you listen to these words is for you. If you're willing to dance in the ashes of the old, you will open yourself up to who you really are and what you're actually capable of and what you truly want out of your life. You can never do that when you're living someone else's version of happy and fulfilled. This is the right time. This is your time to really live. You've grabbed this book because you want to do this. First wake-up step taken. Do you hear that? It's the dawn of a new day. The rooster is crowing. It's time to wake up. Part 1. The foundation